Welcome. Monday it is, and time for IMAG at home it is. I'm your host, Yoda. It's actually me, Sarah, underneath, but yes, obviously we are doing Star Wars today, and if you are a Star Wars fan, you know that Yoda is definitely light side. But the first thing we're going to test out is if we are actually light side or dark side using a chemistry experiment. So we're going to find out if I'm truly on the light side or if I'm actually on the dark side. All right, here we go. If you are a Star Wars fan, you know that we associate green with the light side and red with the dark side. So right now we're saying that I am light side. But let's find out if I'm truly light side or if I might be switching to the dark side. So yes, as you probably already guessed, I do have a little bit of dark side in me, as shown by our indicator here. Now, to continue on with our Star Wars theme today, I'm going to show you some fun activities you can do at home that have a STEM background but also a little bit of a Star Wars twist. Okay, so we're going to move this out of the way. So the biggest thing you need if you're going to be doing Star Wars is, of course, your lightsaber. So I'm going to show you how you can make a lightsaber at home with some things you may have around. Pretty simple stuff. So the easiest one you can do is you can actually make one out of a pool noodle. And so what we've used for this one is we've actually used duct tape at the bottom and Sharpies, and we've just cut our pool noodle, and you can actually do that for light side or dark side. And this is a fun activity they can then do outside because it's kind of hard to get hurt with these. So that's one way. And then here's another really cool way that you can make your own lightsaber. So with these lightsabers, these are actually made from tiny glow sticks that are usually used for bracelets. And what we did is we wrapped around some of our shiny duct tape at the bottom, and then we used a Sharpie to go ahead and add on the decorations. And then you go ahead and crack your glow stick, and you get your tiny lightsaber that's actually going to light up. So here's one that's not already been drawn on. Here's one that's ready to go. So one of the most iconic lines in Star Wars is, "These are not the droids you are looking for." And that's said by Obi-Wan in Star Wars A New Hope when he's trying to fool the stormtroopers. But in this case, these are the droids you were looking for. So I'm going to show you a few of the droids we use here at the IMAG, and then I'm also going to show you some that you can actually make at home as well. So at the IMAG, we have an assortment of different droids that we use, and we actually have all of them from a company called Sphero. And the cool thing is Sphero actually makes Star Wars droids. And so on the table in front of me, I have BB-8, and then also the one over here, this is BB-9E. So we have our light side droid and our dark side droid. And you can actually control these droids using an iPad, a tablet, or even a smartphone. And so the cool thing is you can program them to do different things. You can change the lights, you can make them talk, you can make them follow different paths. There's all kinds of things you can do. You can even make them communicate with each other. One of the cool things you can do with them too is you can actually watch Star Wars with your droid, and they'll actually respond to the movie as you're watching it. So this is a great toy, educational toy for kids and adults who want to learn about coding and programming. And so again, on the table right now, we do have our dark side and light side droids. So today, we are going to be sorting you onto the light side or the dark side. So if you would like to find out which side of the Force you belong to, go ahead and comment below. And later today, we'll be doing a live video where my droids, BB-9E and also BB-8, will also be helping us to decide which side of the Force you belong to. So again, you definitely want to check that out and see what our droids tell us. And if you're not able to get the Star Wars droids, Sphero also makes really small ones like this. So this is typically what they look like, kind of looks like a little pool ball. And again, you get to control it from your iPad. And I'm just going to move him a little bit because he will just take off across the table. And so again, a lot of cool stuff you can do with them. I don't want to go too far. Stop. And so the neat thing is on here, I can go in and I can actually change things. Like I can change the color, so I've changed over to red. I can change the sound, I can change the speed. There's all kinds of things I can do with these Spheros. So again, just a great way to introduce kids to robotics and coding and programming. And if you like Star Wars, you can go ahead and get the Star Wars themed ones. Now, if you don't have access to these at home, here's a way that you can actually make some droids at home. So the first way that I'm going to show you these are some supplies you probably have to order. You can get them off Amazon. And so this right here is what we call a bristle bot. And so we actually use part of a toothbrush, and then the little black part here is a coin cell battery holder. And on the very back, there's actually a little motor from a cell phone. And again, you can order these pieces off Amazon. We connected them all, and we put a little coin cell battery inside. And when you turn him on, he'll actually kind of spin around and rotate. And so what I've done is I've made my little robot, my little droid on here. And so, again, great way, show you guys here. So great way, again, for you to make your own little droids at home. And again, just a few simple things. And the cool thing is when you're doing this activity, it's definitely a STEAM activity. So it's science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And with this, you're actually building circuits, and then you get to a little creativity with the design. So again, I made my little kind of BB-8 inspired droid over here. So that's one way. If you really want to go simple as well, this is another one. This is pretty silly. We call these noodle bots. And so for the noodle bots, we actually have inside, I'll pull this one out and show you. We just took a little vibrating toothbrush and put it inside of a pool noodle. And then I had some little robot pieces that we did. The kids can color and do all of that. And then with this, you're going to turn them on, set them down, and they're going to spin and dance and kind of go all over the place. And so these are going to be for your droids. These are called noodle bots. So super fun as well. And again, even the toothbrush is from the Dollar Tree. So this is a really expensive of a droid that young kids can actually build at home. So again, there's that. And if you don't have access to that, even just the materials around your house, you can make an upcycled droid. And so with that, you want to use different things like cups. So I have all different sizes of cups here. We have aluminum foil, we have paper clips, we have straws, all of these pieces, and you can actually build your own upcycled droid. It won't have all the movement of the other ones, but it's still a really cool way to just get an introduction to building droids. So again, this is just our introduction to STEM Wars or Star Wars. Thank you guys for tuning in. May the Force be with you.